Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing as a troll enchanter and recently of Vehumet. So Vehumet has welcomed us back to the game with a friendly "Let it end in hellfire." Sure, why not? I guess. So I hope we can just sort of breeze through the lair here. But look at this, a ghost already. So maybe it's not going to be that easy. What is this? It's a... oh, this is a Felid. He's probably got like 5 hit points. But I mean, a lot of evasion, so I don't know. As a troll, and he's a cat, like, I don't know. I'm not as worried as I usually am about player ghosts about this guy. And we're also rather over-leveled for lair. Because we went diving in the dungeon to try to find a Vehumet altar. Having actually missed the one there already was, I had to go quite far before I gave up and went back. So let's see. Yeah, this this poor ghost man. Felid Transmuter is not an easy class to play, character to play. So I don't know. Lair 1 doesn't seem to hold much threat. That's a cute little butterfly. Wow. Didn't we just start Vehumet? Like, I don't think I've killed anything with Vehumet except this stuff in Lair, and already we're level 1 piety. This Amulet of Faith is really helping out. So I really am in a hurry, not that I can really control things, but to get Vehumet to 6 stars of piety, because when you abandon Vehumet, which I of course plan to do, the strength of the... oh my gosh. I gotta... there we go. So this Spiny Frog is still a little scary, but when you abandon Vehumet, his wrath, or her wrath, I can't really decide. I kind of think Vehumet is female, personally, but all the gods in this game are genderless, just like the players, and most of the monsters. Books. Cool. When you abandon Vehumet, the wrath you get is just powerful conjuration spells thrown at you. And the strength of those spells varies with your experience level, basically. So, I think that it's safer to be at a lower level. You know, you have less hit points, but the spells that get used against you are weaker. I think it sort of averages out to be, you'd rather be lower level. At a high level, you can get hit with like level 9 spells that are being cast by ancient liches, basically. Well, we're not gonna swap amulets. We can't lose this Amulet of Faith. But we'll try it on once we switch gods. And I think I'm gonna go with Okawaru when I do, hopefully. Hello, Wolf. Come back. Am I really that stealthy in this? I guess the Shadow Dragon armor is... yeah, that's cool. It means that I don't have to fight everything. Like, I'm not going to get stabs on anything, really. But I do appreciate not having to fight everything. Oh, these potions are terrible. Let's drop the Cure Mutation as well. Obviously, it's a good scroll potion that I want eventually, but I don't need it now. And I'll just leave it near the top of lair, so it's sort of easier to get to later. Some players like to build a stash of all the items that they will want eventually, and leave them like in lair 1 or lair 2 or something. But in old versions, you had to do that a lot more. In recent versions, there's really no way for items you drop on the floor to, vanish or anything like that. So I just drop everything where I happen to be standing at the moment, you know, like, so it's littering, but who cares, right? There's no who would even get after you for littering? I mean, I guess like the police if they happen to be there. Uh, Whoever it is, there's no such authority in the dungeon. And you know, anytime you want something that you left behind, you don't have to remember where you put it. You can just, you know, Control F to search for it. So that's another reason you might want a stash, is so you can just go back and find the stuff you left. But you don't need to do that. So I don't know. Leaving a stash sometimes is fun, I guess, but I don't really see any need for it. And Layer 1, like, has, I think Layer 1 has been no real challenge at all, which is nice. I guess this is a Layer 2 already. It's going by so fast, I'm not even noticing. Yeah, so our shield skill is at 9, which is how high it needs to be to stop getting any penalties from this shield. Let's turn on dodging, maybe? Yeah, because I only have 6 evasion, which is not great. 19 armor is great. I mean, for a troll, like, you don't, especially this early, you don't usually get an opportunity to have this much armor, because you can only wear really like dragon armor basically, and you don't tend to find any this early. Good, we're at 2 stars with Vehumet now. So it's really a treat to. Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs and read these last scrolls. It's a treat to be going through Lair as a troll and have stuff not do damage to you. That doesn't happen too much. Okay, there's some scrolls. Now I know what they are. I don't need vulnerability, or amnesia, or enchant weapon. There's a bunch of elephants here. That's interesting. I was about to try to stair dance these guys, and I'm always forgetting that elephants like can knock you off the stairs. So I'm gonna run back here, and there's room for 2 elephants to get at me at once, which I don't really like, but it's not too bad, and I can teleport if things get really nasty, but I don't think they will. I didn't remember picking up a lamp of fire. That's cool. Let's try using that. That's, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, at 0 evocations, it really doesn't do a lot, sadly. So Vehumet just keeps offering me knowledge of new destructive spells, and must be getting somewhat put out that I'm not taking any of them. Jeez. Yeah, this is going all right. Not as well as I would have liked. These elephants are somewhat tough customers, but they seem to be, man. All right. I didn't think I was making that much noise. Where is everybody coming from? But we're up to 3 stars of piety already. This is great. We might be able to abandon Vehumet by like level 14 even. Okay, so this is clearly not the best way to have tackled things, but you know what? All these river rats are not going to do any damage, and I don't think the crocodile's going to live long enough to do damage, so I don't need any more potions. That 1 heal wounds was enough. I didn't even really need that. Like, I would have survived without it, but I feel a lot more comfortable having been at a reasonable hit point total throughout that fight, just in case. And that's another thing that, like, once we switch gods, Vehumet is going to be able to just sort of drop a bunch of damage on us at a totally unexpected time. So it'll be important to stay at a kind of high-ish hit point total. You know, higher than I was in that fight, probably. So I'm not sure what to do about Hydras at this point. In a previous practice game, I had found a fair number of large rocks which even at 0 throwing skill do a pretty appreciable amount of damage. Now, this game I don't seem to have any. I've got better wands. Actually I have quite a few high-powered wands, cold and draining, and sort of lightning, I guess. Maybe I could use those, but for now it's been just fine to run away from hydras, really, and that's sort of what I prefer to do most of the time. So here's an easy fighting spot. If we had had a spot like that for the elephants, we certainly wouldn't have needed any. Dog-eared metal-bound book, huh? Party tricks. Oh, application. I'll take it. Yep. And I really, one of these days, ought to get the hang of using summon butterflies. I mean, I guess I'll learn it here. I probably won't put in the spell levels to get it castable anytime soon, but it's a good way. It just summons a bunch of extremely weak monsters that are friendly to you, and that's a good way to distract. Look at this, trolls sneaking up on everything. Good way to distract enemies who you don't want to have attacking you. It's not so great in combat most of the time, but it's good to escape. Like those ninjas in movies or whatever. You throw down a smoke bomb. Summon butterflies is a bit like that sometimes. That's not the only. You can also use literally smoke bombs. There's scrolls of fog, which accomplish similar things. But the summon butterflies, I rarely remember to use it. But I've recently been watching some of the other players play their CSDC games, and I've seen some really powerful uses of this crummy old level 1 spell. So I'd like to try to get the hang of using it myself. I mean, obviously, to use it, you just cast summon butterflies. It's not like the mechanics of using it are hard, but recognizing when it will impact the situation. So there's a lot of stuff like that in Crawl, where it seems like it really doesn't do very much, and you're like, when would I ever want to use this? But once you get some more experience, like you as a player, not your character's actual experience level, right? It's applicable in a lot of places. Scrolls of Fog are an example of something that, as a new player, you don't really know what to do with. It's like, it just makes clouds. Who cares? Clouds don't do damage to enemies. Why is there a giant cockroach in here? What? Some sort of... Is this like the entrance to Snake? But they're like a lowercase s. They're not a snake. But so fog doesn't kill anybody. What's the point? I see spider. Got it. Very cute insects. But you can use it to make enemies not be able to see you, which is really great. They can't throw spells at you. They can't shoot arrows. If you're somewhat stealthy, you can just sort of walk away, and they might lose track of you, because when they can't see you, they're not quite sure where you've gone. You can use fog to restrict line of sight, so that your blink, which goes to somewhere that you can see at random, you can sort of control what squares you can see. That's a usage I have not been able to apply very much, but it seems pretty cool in theory. The blinking one, I use it somewhat regularly for when there's scary monsters, mostly when I'm trying to steal the Orb of Zot without killing all of the Orb Guardians, but also just in regular old combat throughout the game. Like in, I don't know, Vaults 5 or something, there's There's just nasty stuff sometimes, especially when you get into the extended endgame in Pandemonium and Hell. Oh man, this Vehumet piety is going so fast. I love it. And there goes, I guess, our dodging. You know, there's like a ton of stuff that can just do a bunch of damage to you if it can see you at all. And you can use fog to limit how many such monsters can see you. I don't think I'm ever going to want this potion of lignification, am I? Probably not. I think I'm already a little bit more sturdy than a tree. And so I would like to reach that level of facility with butterflies as well, even though it's something you have access to a lot less because you have a fair number of characters who just really never cast any spells of substance. I don't know. I mean, most of my characters eventually end up learning some spells, although not all of them do. And Summon Butterflies is a level 1 spell, so if you find it, you know, you can learn it on just about anybody, it feels like. I just suddenly had this fear that maybe I haven't been recording all this time, but okay, I have been. You know, that's what happened when, you know, I had those 2 episodes that disappeared because they were muted accidentally, and now I have to check back, like, am I really recording? Is it really not muted? But it seems fine. It sucked to lose those episodes, but it would be much worse to lose some episodes in the middle of a character you guys have actually been watching. Like, at least I was able to say, hey, it was the beginning of a character, sorry you missed it, hop on in if you want, or skip it. But to have you guys be watching a character and then just have to say, sorry, I died, it was off camera, you know, gosh, that would stink. You know, I also don't plan on dying right away. But even just having me go through lair while off camera would be disappointing. Come on, wake up. Can I throw a rock at this? Apparently. I didn't know crocodiles could be underwater? What is this about? This looks like, oh, this looks like the entrance to shoals? Yeah. And 1 snapping turtle is guarding it. Okay. I thought it looked a bit like one of those, like a worm vault that I've seen a few times, but then I realized it looks more like the stuff you find in shoals. I'm reasonably certain that I'm going to get a notification from Vehumet when I reach 6 stars, so I don't have to pay too much attention to that. Because I think you get offered your last set of spells right when you... Oh, I've turned to stone. Alright. When you reach exactly 6 stars is when Vehumet offers you the last gift, I think. And you get offered like 3 very powerful spells, which, like, we don't have a hope in hell of ever learning, basically, as a troll. You know, I remember, I don't know, months ago or something, I heard some people chatting on IRC, and they were talking about, they had seen one guy who was a Hydra, who was a troll, who was actually casting, like, multiple level 9 spells, while having turned themselves into a lich, which is like a level 8 spell of necromancy and transmutation. I don't know, so it's just like, that must have taken tens of hours to get that much experience. Dozens, I guess, is an easier way to say it. So there's this Hydra. I think I'm just going to go run to the stairs. No need to spend any wands on him. And actually, he's lost track of us because we're so stealthy. You know, all this equipment with stealth on it is kind of nice. I don't think I can bring myself to train stealth, but you know, the stealth we do have is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna turn up unarmed combat. No, leaving it here is fine. pretty soon, you know, we're still murdering everything. Yeah, Stone, got it. We're still murdering everything, and pretty soon we're gonna have to start. Okay, good thing I noticed that. Oops, I didn't notice it quite in time, did I? I just ran away incorrectly. Boo. Let's try the Lamp of Fire again. Okay. And now, like, a Wand of Cold. Doesn't really do anything. But I mean, I'm wearing pretty heavy armor, so he's not really hurting me either. Yeah, so we can take him here. Let's see how our fire elemental does. He's probably gonna die pretty soon. The fire elemental, that is. Oh no, looks like the Hydra did. Good work, buddy. Finally, something to eat. I don't know if I've been missing a lot of edible stuff, but the troll seems to be getting a bit hungry. So Vehumet is going to start throwing destructive magic at us fairly soon, I hope. And I was thinking of turning down my other skills to focus on unarmed combat, but I'd like my fighting to be kind of high. I think the spells ignore your dodging, so I could turn that down, I guess. But I'd like to have armor and fighting, so that I have a larger hit point pool and defenses to work with. Rupert. See, I'm playing a little too fast here. Let's see. So how likely is he to paralyze us if he tries? Not very, I guess. Yeah, we have that amulet of magic resistance on, which is really good. Oh, and the Shadow Dragon armor too? No, that's MP, not MR. Okay. Okay, and there's all this other junk. I could drink a potion of might, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or I could use haste. But I think I like might better. Yeah, there goes the Hippogriff. Now Rupert is Berserk, which is really not great. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Oh, we found some large rocks. That's nice. I'm really afraid of Rupert. I'm thinking of quaffing haste as well. How? Ugh. I'm gonna try just stepping away here. And see how much damage. Yeah, he does way too much damage. Let's get out of here. For some reason he ran that way? What? Okay, we got out of there. Rupert doesn't know where we are, I think. So I'm going to continue running. Oh, let's drink a potion of curing. I don't want all this poison to get to me. Looks like he's found me, though. And his Berserk lasts for, like, an unnaturally long time. So I think, rather than hoping it wears off before he gets to me... well... yeah, I'm just going to teleport away again. I don't have that much teleportation. I can't just use it, like, super freely. But Rupert is a serious threat. I also don't really want to waste this might, but, you know, I've already wasted it, so the question is fighting Rupert right now while might a good plan? I could pop haste and heal wounds a bit, and try to catch him unberserk. How fast is he? Well, I mean, I think he's as fast as hasted, basically. But, I mean, he's just going to hit so hard. I guess something I could have considered... No, I don't have any way to go Berserk right now. I was thinking I could have considered going Berserk as well. Yeah, I think I need to leave. It's a shame that this teleport didn't put me in a good enough place. There we go. And I guess we're just going to have to avoid Rupert, because if you can't kill him with might, I don't know if you really want to fight him at all. And if I can pay a little bit more attention, I won't get into such a close position with him that I need to teleport again. I can just hopefully walk away next time I see him. Like there. See? Huh? I only wasted one turn like an idiot instead of several. Which turns out to have been enough. We're a bit stealthy, surprisingly, so I'm still just a little bit tickled about being a stealthy troll. Where do we fight this? Up here, I guess. And is this a safe staircase? Oh, have I not tried it? It's an escape hatch. Looks kind of red, but I guess that's just the walls around it that are red. And this one is surrounded by death yaks, right? Sounds fun. Let's give it a try. Yeah, because I think any number of death yaks we can basically just take if we can one-on-one them. All right, well, not any number, but like 3 or 4. I don't know, if there were like 12, I think I would have to run away. So we're getting close to the bottom of the layer, and I'm a little bit disappointed that we haven't hit 6 stars yet, since we got up to 5 so quickly. But I overheard another player who is playing in the same tournament and trying the same plan, which is to abandon Vehumet for, I think Okawaru is who he took. And he remarked that he was at 5-star piety when he entered lair and didn't actually reach 6 stars until like Orc or something. And I think this is because Vehumet offers a lot of gifts, and knowledge of various spells are the gifts Vehumet offers. And gifts sort of cost piety. It's not exactly that way. There's other mechanics that are slightly different from that. But basically, every time you get offered a gift, well, I guess what really happens is when you would gain piety, you can sometimes instead reduce the gift timer. The stupid Hydro. I shouldn't have let him get so close. I was hoping to kill the crocodile first, but that's just dumb. There was no real reason to. Thank you for going that way. Jeez, if you'd gone the other way, it would have been a little bit tough to find the stairs. Oh, looks like it was tough anyway, huh? Ah! Jeez. Well, I want to get off of this floor, I guess. And maybe this yak will, Ugh. Alright, let's try some large rocks. I'm trying to get away without using up more of my teleport, which I'm running low on. Maybe I should just fight it. Maybe I should just teleport. I don't really know. How much damage is it going to do to me, really? Some, I'm sure. But let's throw some large rocks. The 2 we've got. Missed everything. Hit the yak pretty hard, not what I needed. How about this Wand of Cold? just barely hit the Hydra. Let's try draining. Yeah, so I mean, if I empty some wands, I can kill him, I guess, eventually. But I'm missing a lot. Let's try... I'm worried one of these wands is going to empty on me at an awkward time, which is why I'm cycling through my wands. Just don't die here, okay? I really don't want to die. Okay, that wand is empty. Almost dead. Oh my gosh. Should I just be leaving? I guess it's getting to be kind of late for that, isn't it? But I'm out of wands that I feel comfortable zapping. Jeez. How did I let this happen? Sort of thought I could kill him faster than this is what happened, and I should have just kept running away. A wand of fireball is guaranteed not to miss, but it would hit me, which is fine. It won't do that much damage, and I have armor. The question is just like if it'll do enough damage to kill the Hydra. It would be pretty embarrassing to kill myself with a fireball. I don't think that's what will happen. But I'm worried it would not kill him, and then he would kill me, basically. I could use my one scroll of blinking to get out of here. God, I don't want to have to do that. I could attack him just with my bare hands. He's almost dead, so if I were to hit him, I think he would probably die before his head grew back. But Fireball is guaranteed to hit. I just don't know how much damage a Wand of Fireball does. At 0 evocations, it can't be much. Okay. Well, you know what? This isn't my real tournament game. I don't have to worry about saving resources for long. I just need to get far enough that I can test abandoning Vehumet. And the way to do that is to do whatever I have to do to survive just a little bit longer. So I'm going to use my Scroll of Blinking. And I'm going to blink over here. And I'm going to hit him with my Fireball and see what would have happened. It killed him. Okay, so I maybe could have saved that blink. But it would have been the wrong thing to try to risk doing. Because I just need to get to 6 stars of piety, and I don't want to risk dying there. And these rats, it's not really risk of dying. Okay, so that was dumb. I mismanaged my running away from a Hydra in like a super easy situation down here. You know, I just like pushed the wrong direction carelessly. And yeah, there we go. See you, Rupert. And, you know, put myself into a really bad situation where I not only risked dying, I also spent a ton of resources and then risked dying. I had to spend more. What is this? Uselessness. Okay, this is explored enough. I'm going to head down to layer 8. Why did it not follow me? I guess it rolled right through me. Very funny. He's going to be going for quite a while till he finds a wall, I guess. So there, I hope we don't have a bunch of Hydras here because I used up all my Hydra tools. Did I? I don't think I actually went back to pick up my large rocks, did I? I do recognize this layer ending though. There's going to be a bunch of fast poisonous threats, basically. Yeah, let's go get these. And then let's head downstairs. Oh yeah, I left them up on layer 6, not layer 7. It's like I was confused about that staircase. So this is this layer ending is kind of shaped like a spider, which is kind of cool. And it's got, you know, various, like I said, fast, poisonous, small threats, I think. And some loot in the center. My pack is full. Well, I still... Okay, let's drop this stupid dagger I started with, huh? Something was attacking one of these plants. What was it? Okay, Black Mamba, sure. Wand of Digging, nice. Did I already have one of those? No. Let's drop these empty Wands of Cold, too. They failed me. I mean, I guess they didn't, right? The Hydra is dead. Ooh. That's cool. I guess I'll take it. I'm not wearing Resist Mutation or anything, right? Although, actually, I think they fixed it so that if you're wearing Resist Mutation and you intentionally quaff a beneficial mutation potion, it doesn't get resisted. Cool. We have sharp toenails. Okay. And since we can't wear boots anyway, we've really not found any cloak. Okay. Can't wear boots anyway. There's really no trade-offs to having sharp toenails. It's just strictly a bonus. That's going to do just a little bit more damage in melee sometimes, so that'll be nice. Vehumet just keeps... Yeah, I see. It takes a long time to get to 6 stars because Vehumet keeps giving you gifts, I guess. I was hoping that Amulet of Faith might let me sort of power through, but I guess it's just going to be a while. What was that on the floor there? Scale mail. Vehumet is offering like this. I didn't realize you got offered so many gifts. It's been a while since I really played Vehumet. And when I did, I didn't take that many gifts. You don't need that many spells, really. Just a couple to get you through. And so Vehumet offers you a lot, but you don't really, I think, generally want to take very many of them. I mean, maybe you want to because it's fun to like learn all kinds of spells, but whoops, let's not quiver these large rocks. I don't want to waste them on... I only have 2, so I don't want to just waste them on any old junk. Anyway, I was saying it's kind of fun to learn, you know, a bunch of high-level spells, but you only really need like 1 or 2 level 6 spells or something, which is enough to win the game. You know, you can pick up level 9 spells, but it costs a ton of experience, and you usually have already won if you can... Ow, oh my goodness gracious, this fire crab. How do I deal with him? Geez. I guess I usually have fire resistance by the time I'm down here, and I don't this game. I'm not usually too worried about fire crabs. But if he breathes fire at me again, you know, in these close confines, I'm not sure what to do. So I think I'm just going to teleport. Again, we can be somewhat not careless, but what's the word I'm thinking of with our resources? We can be, I mean, we can spend them freely, but that means you can be something with them. Like, there's a way you can say it that way. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, profligate is close, but I don't know. We can use them somewhat freely. Because I just want to get just... Oh, look, 6 pips, guys, 6 pips, we did it. We did it. When did that happen? I'm just curious now. It doesn't really matter when. It looks like it must have been a while ago. Huh. Weird. Did I miss it or something? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, so forget it. We're at 6 pips now. Oh, I guess it just... we haven't been offered our last few spells. So I'm not going to finish Lair right now. I am instead going to go find an Okawaru altar. Real quick. I got 6 stars. It doesn't even matter if I, like, lose the 6 stars before I find the altar. You just have to have gotten 6 stars of piety. And then you get the tournament point. So if this were the real tournament, I would have the point already, and then I can go do whatever I want with God choices. Where are the stairs? Here. And Okawaru, yeah. I kept my Amulet of Faith on, which I guess is fine. I didn't really think about doing it. I think that I will go finish Lair. But actually, let's leave that for the next video. We have this exciting cliffhanger here where we've switched gods, and Vehumet is going to start hucking fireballs and so on at us. And XL14, not bad. So the next episode should be exciting. I might actually go to Orc instead, where it should be a lot easier than Lair 8 to work off the God Wrath. So that was it. We finally did it. We got our imaginary point and we switched, and now we get to do what this practice game was all about, which is see how Vehumet Wrath is. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.